Oh, you watching the Indiana Pacers? I know you don't want to hear this shit. All right.
No, I did watch it.
Yeah, shit, boy. You remember when you talking about them teams that you don't want to see? You don't want to see these boys. They got like,
you don't want to get up and down with them.
Oh, you don't want to see these boys. They got like 4, 5.
What? What did he say? What? You don't want to go up and down with them? Now that's crazy, chat.
Shit, boy. You remember when you talking about them teams that you don't want to see? You don't want to see these boys. They got like,
you don't want to get up and down with them.
Oh, you don't want to see these boys. They got like 4, 5 killers that you probably ain't even looking for.
Highest scoring team in the league.
Listen,
You know what, though? I'm going to tell you this. I've never seen, and I'm trying to think.
Real quick, was Rick Carlisle the coach of the Mavs when they had the year where they had like the highest offensive rating of all time? Check me on that, chat. Check me on that.
I've never seen at the point guard this combination of shooting and passing.
Hold on. I need to replay that. I need to replay that.
I've never seen.
I need to replay that. Hold on.
You don't want to see these boys. They got like,
you don't want to get up and down with them.
Oh, you don't want to see these boys. They got like 4, 5 killers that you probably ain't even looking for.
Highest scoring team in the league.
Listen,
You know what, though? I'm going to tell you this. I've never seen, and I'm trying to think. I've never seen at the point guard this combination of shooting and passing.
From Haliburton. Yeah, he like
you know what I'm saying? Because the way he shoot and score.
His passing too,
his
bro.
passing.
His passing, shooting, playmaking.
At the point guard is elite. He's an elite scorer and an elite passer.
You know what's crazy?
Like,
when I thought about that Haliburton, De'Aaron Fox move, we thought like,
that was a fair trade.
Listen,
that might be the most fair
That's
trade
the most
I've ever
even
seen in the history.
Even.
Because you got an all-star Haliburton,
and you got an
all-star Sabonis, like for sure. And they gonna be all-stars for a long time.
Listen. I ain't gonna lie. NBA players gotta get off the NBA media's dick. I ain't gonna lie, because I didn't even think about this going into this take, bro. This is back-to-back takes that we just watched from NBA players, real hoopers, of them hyping up a certain player to just unwarranted degrees. And now that player is on the timeline getting backlash because of it. These players want to talk about, you know what I'm saying, the NBA media and the fans and these pundits setting up these players for failure, putting crazy expectations on them that they just can't reach, and now they're being set up to be slandered on the timeline and this, that, and the third. But, bro, this is back-to-back takes of NBA players, NBA legends, doing the exact same thing they don't want the NBA media to do. And I can name more examples. It's not just this. Why couldn't we just leave it at, yo, Tyrese is having a crazy fucking season. I'm going to be honest with you. Why couldn't we just leave it at, yo, Tyrese might be a top 5 point guard this year. Let's have that discussion. Because I think, you know, the production has warranted that. But when you go all the way to, yo, I ain't gonna lie, I've never seen a point guard with this passing and shooting ability. Now I think this is a take that sets players up for failure and for slander that I don't think they deserve. And it's because of the fact, same thing with the Vic conversation, is because of the fact that y'all be putting these expectations on these players that are just crazy. And I just find it ironic because NBA players like to call out the media and social media for doing these takes when they do it themselves.
Shoot and score.
But going back to the take, this is cap. I ain't gonna lie. This is cap. and this is with all due respect to the season Tyrese Haliburton is having. All due respect. Because Tyrese is having a hell of a season. Hell of a start to the season. Do I think it's sustainable? I'm just being realistic. I don't think it is. Primarily because of the 46% from 3. Because that's like Curry levels of efficiency right there. I don't think he can sustain that. But Tyrese, he is on pace so far this season to essentially be a 23 to 25 point per game scorer. It's looking like he's about to lead the league in assists at around 11 or 12 assists a game on a crazy assist to turnover ratio too. 12 to 2.6. You know what I'm saying? On 52% shooting from the field, plus 40% shooting from 3. I do think he can maintain the 40% from 3 as he's done so his whole career. So, hey, that's just Tyrese. He's a 40% shooter from 3 at high volume. And I think he can keep up the 90% from the line. So, yeah, Tyrese is on pace for 24 and 10 on 50, 40, 90. Yes, and it's at 8 shots. This is not a low sample size. But just to name a couple of names who has, because I think what Paul Pierce is saying, to his credit, is it's kind of like the two-way argument where, like, there are certain players of all time who may have the scoring, may have, like, there are players who can score and pass, but one was clearly like their bread and butter. So Steph Curry, right? I think in the comment section, like a lot of people were saying Steph Curry. Steph Curry obviously had the scoring aspect of this argument, but the passing, not on Tyrese's level. Not best in the league type of passer. You know what I'm saying? I do think in this conversation, and this is going to be crazy, but especially relative to era, we need to bring up Darren Williams. Shout out to D. Will. Put some respect on D. Will's name now. I know this is a crazy name. I know motherfuckers want to bring up Steve Nash already, even Steph Curry, and D. Will seems like a player out of the left field. But I need y'all to remember how good D. Will was in his prime. Need y'all to remember, this dude was a 20-point per game scorer in a slower era. Was shooting, 37, roughly 40% from 3. Definitely got the handle on him. And was leading the league at 10, 11 assists. Not leading the league, but was averaging 10 to 11 assists a game on really good turnovers. Assist to turnover ratio. You know what I'm saying? D. Will is a player in this conversation. If you want to say he's not as good of a shooter as Tyrese, that's fine. But obviously the next player would be Steve Nash, right? Steve Nash. We're talking about a dude, again, 19 to 20 point per game scorer. The efficiency is right around Tyrese level. Obviously the volume isn't there, but I think that's just an era thing. A point guard shooting 5 threes a game on 47% is crazy. And he was leading the league in assists a lot of these years with a really good assist to turnover ratio. So, I ain't gonna lie. Steve Nash would probably be the better comp here. Yeah. And aside from that, maybe young Steph Curry. I do think I don't want to nitpick his point too much. It's just what Tyrese is doing is crazy. And I guess I just need more clarification from Paul Pierce in this regard, because he says, I've never seen at the point guard this combination of shooting and passing from Haliburton. He's an elite scorer and an elite passer. The shooting and passing combination, I do think it's harder to find. Specifically, the shooting and passing combination. But the elite scorer and elite passer combination, that is where I disagree like crazy with Paul Pierce. And I do think it's a nitpick type of take. But like in terms of this discussion, hey, I'm bringing up LeBron, right? 2020 LeBron James was a point guard, was giving you 25 a night, led the league in assists at 10. Yeah, elite scoring, elite passing from the point guard position, LeBron. Sorry to tell you. Again, I would like to bring up Darren Williams in this discussion again. Now, do we classify Darren Williams as an elite scorer for his era? I guess that's where the pushback lies. But D-Will was like that, man. I ain't gonna lie. Put some respect on D-Will's name, because in the playoffs, how many guards can put up 24 and 10 on this efficiency? You know what I'm saying? Chris Paul being an elite scorer is kind of stretching it for a majority of his career. But in his prime, 08-09 Chris Paul, putting up 23 a game. I think in the playoffs, that shit rose too. Okay, not 08-09. But yeah, in the playoffs, it rose up to 24, 23 a game in some years. 25 in 2017. Yeah, man. I will count Chris Paul in this discussion. Hell, Luka is in this discussion. Shit. Man. Trey? Hey, what you got to do to be an elite scorer in the league? Deadass. What do you have to be an elite scorer in the league? Cause, hey, maybe not this year, but Trey putting up 28 and 10 on 46, 38, 90. Not too much on Trey. Not too much on Trey. You know what I'm saying? So, I get the take. I will say that. I'll recant some of my volition to the take, because I do think this was a case of, hey, Paul Pierce was just talking. You know what I'm saying? The words were just wording. Well, they weren't just wording. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to say something that he didn't mean. I think his emphasis was probably just the shooting and passing part. When he said this, I think he fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I think when he said this, he fucked up the statement. But if he just left it at this right here, I don't think much people would have a problem with the take. Cause now that I'm really thinking about it, how many point guards in the NBA's history, especially with high volume, or not Trey, can put up 40 to 44, 45% from three on high volume, and give you 12 assists, like best in the league type of passing. Not a lot. You know what I'm saying? So, that's that on that take. But yeah, not too much on Trey though. Not too much on Trey.